Together with challengermode.com, I'm giving away a pair of minimal wear Shadow Dagger Slaughters. To enter, simply click the link in the description. Today we'll be breaking down a round between FaZe and Mouse on Inferno during the ECS Season 4 LAN Finals. To start this one off, 3 members of FaZe go towards second middle, whilst one orbs mid and the last player holds banana. They don't expend too much utility at banana with just one Molotov and a flash. This nade set is just to show presence and to deter CTs from flanking whilst they execute on A. The first smoke that puts the gear in motion is the arch smoke thrown by Kinguin over at second middle. This baits out a smoke for top mid from the Mouse defense, allowing FaZe to safely set up their real smokes for the execute. Kinguin clears out apartments whilst Rain clears boiler, preparing the second smoke for arch. By this point, Chris J has cleared vision down the bottom of banana, and Mouse are able to rotate another player towards A as the execute begins. FaZe used 2 smokes to completely block off Pit, and 1 smoke for Mini. This leaves Stiko left alone on site in a really tough position. A key flash that helps in this strategy is thrown from Guardian at top middle. This blinded Oscar perfectly coming out the smoke, but also helps blind Pit and Grave. As the execute comes in, Rops hides under balcony to avoid all flashes and get a kill onto anyone dropping down. Unfortunately for him, Kinguin doesn't drop down, and by the time he gets the kill, FaZe have already taken control of the site and he gets shut down in the smoke. Whilst the main fight is happening on the site, Nico is watching for the flank at banana, and Guardian catches Sunny trying to make a play through the arch smoke. It finally boils down to a 3v1, with Guardian being gifted another kill by Chris J just running straight through the mini pit smoke. Guardian holds middle at the start of the round with the AWP. He flashes and moves into Vietnam after nobody is facing. Him and Olaf slowly move up middle and Guardian holds the short angle. When the top middle smoke is baited out by Kinguin, he can set up for the close smoke for Pit. You can see that he is wary of a possible banana flank, but he has to trust that Nico will cover it once he's thrown his smoke. After the smoke, he throws the key flash over the roof to help his team push onto the site and looks arch to land the kill onto Sunny. As he comes up short, Rops kills Kinguin from Pit, and he lands an insane flick through the smoke after being tagged down to 14 HP. The only angle he has to watch now is mini pit, and like clockwork, Chris J pushes through and he grabs the kill. Nico is one of the 3 going second middle. Mouse actually do 2 aggressive flashes, so he's expecting someone to be pushing down middle or balcony for an early fight. He even flashes the corner for Rain and Kinguin to clear it safely just in case. He doesn't really do much until he has to throw his smoke, as all his teammates have very forward positions and his smoke is thrown from the back of second middle. After waiting until everyone is ready to execute, he throws his pit smoke and covers banana for a possible flank. Once banana gets smoked off, he leaves it and looks middle, just in time to see Sunny die to Guardian. When he throws the Molotov towards Pit, nobody had info whether it was clear or not. Unfortunately, it doesn't land correctly anyway and gets extinguished, but he now knows Rops' location and goes for the spam through the smoke. Rain goes second middle and Molotov's apartments preemptively. This was before Mouse threw 2 flashbangs, so it was pretty helpful in stopping any aggression they had planned. With these full 5-man executes, they want to keep as many people alive as possible and remove the risk of being picked off early. Rain is the entry man on this strategy, making his Molotov expendable. He clears apartments on his own whilst Kinguin does the arch smoke. Ideally they'd be clearing this together, but I think Kinguin had his timing a little off. Either that or Rain was moving at a pace that was too fast than previously practiced. As the top mid smoke clears, he throws his arch smoke and pushes straight onto the site, dying to Stiko. Olaf is the player going banana and he uses his Molotov straight away towards the top. He notices the double nade down middle, as well as the comms that they are flashing over second middle aggressively. This is why you can see him jiggle peeking middle a bit, just to see if anyone is close. He then throws 1 flash towards banana before backing off. It's important Olaf doesn't try too much on banana, as he needs to stay alive to throw his smoke. Like I said before, he is just hoping that the Molotov and flash are enough to stop Mouse from getting free information on banana early on. Olaf holds arch until the top mid smoke is baited out and it's safe to set up his smoke. This smoke is for mini pit and Olaf manages to spot Oscar just before it blooms to grab the kill. Obviously he knows where Stiko is, as he just killed Rain, and he's able to get the trade kill as well. Kinguin is part of the trio going second mid and gets blinded by both flashes from the Mousesports side. He looks towards the end of apartments before throwing the first smoke arch. He then goes back to clear apartments properly with rain, but the timing was kind of off as they did it separately. Really, they should always be double peeking long haul for the trade. Kinguin waits for everyone to be ready at middle and then throws his flash for balcony and his molotov for pit. Notice how he checks grave before throwing the second flash, as that's the angle both Olaf and Rain aren't looking at. The second flash is to further blind the pit player who should have moved out of the molotov, and to prevent him from trying to help sight with accurate smoke spam. Kinguin being this far out at balcony is a risk he's taking, as nobody has really presented themselves in pit, so he's assuming that it's clear and wants to try and trade frag Stiko on sight if he wide peeks. As he jumps out into pit, Robs finally comes out from under balcony and gets the kill. Looking at the CT side, we're going to look at Stiko first. He plays anti-flash at quad whilst Oscar holds middle with the AWP. He doesn't end up using this, but it's a nice setup you can do. The flash lands above porch and you can face off the back of it without blinding yourself. As the arch smoke comes in, they cancel the setup as Oscar no longer has contact. He falls back to sight and as he hears the execute coming in, gets up onto the ninja box. Stiko does a really good job here of getting one kill and staying alive for a long time, but unfortunately had no help from his teammate Rops, who was hiding completely in pit. Rops uses his smoke pretty early in the round when the first arch smoke goes down. Ideally you'd hold on to this for as long as possible, but it's very hard to tell when the real execute can come in. As FaZe commit to the site, he hides under balcony in order to not get blind, and was hoping to grab an easy kill as players drop into pit. Unfortunately for him, Kinguin stays on the balcony, and he misses out on helping Stiko on site. He does kill Kinguin in the end and almost finishes off Guardian, but couldn't complete the spray. When teams isolate you off in strategies like this, it's key to stay alive as long as possible for the retake. Pit is a very strong position, and if you manage to hold on to it, you can simply contain the terrorist side on the site. Easier said than done however, and Rops was unfortunate to not finish off Guardian over the smoke. Oscar holds arch and falls back once he is smoked off to look into apartments. He then tries to re-aggress with a flash middle, but gets smoked off again after throwing his molotov. He tries to get onto site to help as fast as possible, but gets blinded and spammed down. From Oscar's POV you can see how effective Guardian's flash really is. Even if he had beaten the smoke timing, he would have still been blinded and given up a free kill. Chris J plays banana, and as the molotov and flashing come from Olaf, he's not too concerned. He's in a setup with Sunny, who has a flash ready once he takes the first shot. After hearing and seeing nobody close banana, Chris molotovs out the half wall and flashes himself in to peek behind the car. This is when he calls that it's clear and for Sunny to rotate over to A for a 4-man stack. As he smokes the bottom of banana, FaZe begin their execute, and he arrives just as Rops goes down to Guardian. Chris J tries to go straight through the smoke to catch him off guard, but does get punished. As we know already, Sunny was with the flash ready for Chris J on banana. When he gets the call to rotate, he decides to go arch where the smoke was up. He probably thought more members of FaZe would be committed to the site, but as he walked through the smoke, he finds both Guardian and Nico waiting for him. If we look back at the round in general, Mousesports could have played it a lot differently. Most of their deaths were down to trying to push the smokes and get lucky with the timings. Had they just sacrificed Stiko on site, they could have played for the retake and taken some fair aim drills where they actually stood a chance. If you have a team, you can try this strategy out over at challengermode.com, where they host a variety of tournaments for amateur players. This is a great chance to earn some cash on the side, with considerable prize pools paid out for decent placements. These also include sponsored gear like gaming mice, headsets and keyboards, etc. Challengermode.com requires all players to be using easy anti-cheat whilst competing, but on top of that, specific requirements that all accounts must be public with a minimum of 200 hours played. This helps ensure you are getting a fair match. If you don't have a full team, you can enter the quick and fun tournaments like the 1v1s, 2v2s and 3v3 formats. Surprisingly, these actually offer decent cash prizes too, so it might actually be worth giving these a go and winning some stuff. My advice though would be to put a full 5-man roster together where you can practice strategies like I showed in this video. Being in a CS team is, in my opinion, the best experience you can get out of the game. Challenger mode has a team finder section and is completely free, which can help you narrow down specific roles like an AWPer or lurker, for example. It's a great service where you can put your strategies to the test and win some cash prizes in the process.